All right, let's take our roll. Good evening. This meeting of the Essex County Board of Commissioners is hereby called to order. We will be live stream in addition to this place in person. Ms. Evans, please call the roll.
Commissioner Cooper. Absent. Commissioner Gill. Absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Here.
Commissioner Mercado.
Here.
Commissioner Richardson.
Here.
Commissioner Siegel. Commissioner Siegel.
Here. You don't have to talk loud, I can't hear you.
Commissioner Sermons. Absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas.
Present.
Commissioner President Paul Harris.
Here. Please stand for the salute to the flag and ask Commissioner Luciano to lead us in the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's get out for a moment of silence in honor of those who lost us the last time we came together. Thank you. I have before me certification from the Deputy Clerk that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, so we're going to move on to the approval of transcripts. Ms. Evans, are there any transcripts that could be approved?
Yes, Mr. President, we have two, from August 14th, 2024, and September 3rd, 2025.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments, please? Seeing none, will someone to move it?
Move it.
Moved by Richardson, second.
Second.
Mary Thomas on the second. Roll call, Ms. Evans?
Commissioner Cooper. Absent. Commissioner Gill. Absent. Commissioner Luciano. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yeah.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siegel.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons. Absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Paul Harris.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on for topics of discussion. Do we have any?
No, Mr. President.
All right, so we're going to move on to public comments. Tonight's public comment is the combined conference for tonight's meeting, our conference board meeting, and we will vote on every item on the agenda. So if there's any member of the public who wishes to speak on agenda items only, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation, and speak into the microphone. You have 3 minutes to speak. There will be time later in the evening for public comment on other agenda items, so I ask you please limit your comments to agenda items.
Adam Kramer, Republican nominee, Commissioner District 4. I have a couple questions on concerns about the agenda. The 40 million bonds and building of a new warehouse. At least what I know, the lease is currently at $1.25 million. Unless there's circumstances or things that I'm not aware of, it just doesn't make economic sense to build when you're leasing at such a relatively low cost relative to the price of the building. On the HVAC for $7.5 million at the Cody, maybe we need it, maybe we don't. I'm not a HVAC specialist, but some people I've talked to in the big business tell me that we could probably get it for less. I just would like we may need it, may be appropriate. This body to have further details and a higher level of confidence before they vote to spend so much money. Also, I have a question on for the county jail. I see we're spending well over $1 million. Don't know if it makes sense. It wasn't clear to me on the time frame on how many units we were buying and for how long. So maybe some clarification so the taxpayers know what they're getting for that. And also we have numerous legal fees and ongoing litigation. Seems to be a recurring theme here, schools. Maybe we have to have a little different strategy towards litigation. It's too expensive, or maybe we have to lobby Trenton to look at how we can reform the process that perhaps has made it way too easy to see a governmental entity. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak at this time? Seeing none, let the record reflect that no one else wishing to speak at this time, so let's move on to ordinance of resolution introduction and first reading. Second, do we have?
Yes, we have 3 ordinances for introduction and first reading.
Excellent. So let's go to ordinance number 1 for introduction and first reading. It will be read to the record at the time. Mr. Jackson, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. The first ordinance is naming the soccer field at Riverfront Park, the Essex County Albert Al Coutinho Soccer Field, in honor of the late Albert Coutinho. As you all know, he passed tragically in a car accident. He was a member of the New Jersey Soccer Hall of Fame and co-founder of the Ironbound Soccer Club, as well as serving the residents of Essex County for years as a member of the state assembly. So we're sadly but honored to name the field, to ask the board to name the field.
Thank you. Commissioner, any questions?
No questions.
Ms. McInerney? No questions. Commissioners, any questions? Any questions, Tom? Commissioner Vice President?
I,
Okay, give me 1 second, Commissioner Vice President.
Through you, Mr. President, just would love to echo the sentiments behind this resolution. As a born and raised Newarker, as someone who grew up in an Ironbound, but know Albert and his legacy quite intimately, and frankly, all the young people whose lives have been touched by what he's done through soccer, areas of youth development. I could not be happy to support this resolution. My condolences still go out to his family, the whole Newark community, but certainly the Ironbound community as well. So it would be a pleasure to support this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McPhee. Commissioner Sebo, you want to add?
yes, thank you. Al is a very good friend of mine. I've known him for so many years. And I'm really delighted that the field will be named after him. I couldn't think of a better person to have this honor than Al. It was really a tragedy that he was killed.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other questions, comments, commissioners? Commissioner Sebo, would you like to move it?
I certainly would, yes.
Commissioner Vice President, would you like to? Sure. Roll call, Ms. Evans?
Commissioner Cooper? Absent. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Servant? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to ordinance 2 for introduction. It will be read to the record at a later time, Mr. Jackson.
Mr. President, back in February of 2023, the board adopted an ordinance which created the Office of Public Health Management. And at that time, it was a division of the Department of Health and Rehabilitation. We are requesting to move that organization, Office of the County Executive, to reflect one, it's higher profile now, but also to kind of spread the wealth in our organization, control and management. So we're requesting that the organizational change be made place this division under the department under the county executive.
Mr. Guys, any questions?
No questions, President.
Ms. McInerney? No questions. Commissioners, questions? See, someone move it?
I'll move it.
Thank you, Commissioner Sebo. Someone second?
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call. Ms. Evans for number 2.
Commissioner Cooper? Absent. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to ordinance number 3 for introduction, which will be read in the record at a later time. Mr. Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Captain Ranges will be presenting this ordinance.
Thank you. Good evening, Captain. Please come to the microphone for the record and proceed.
Good evening, Commissioners. Captain Paul Rangers of the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. I'm here to talk about the off-duty jobs from the Sheriff's Department and the Prosecutor's Office as a backup. I'd like to take a few minutes to provide some background on the proposed amendment to the government off-duty employment. In 2023, the Essex County Board of Commissioners adopted ordinance O-2023-0013, which established a framework for the County Sheriff's Office to administer outside employment opportunities, including traffic safety and road work assignments. In 2025, the The project began a 6-month pilot program that allowed ECPO personnel to participate in these same types of off-duty assignments. Participation was subject to review through the employee's chain of command and the rules and restrictions established by the prosecutor's office. Throughout the pilot period, the program operated successfully, and we did not experience any significant staffing or operational issues of our personnel participating. The 6-month pilot has now ended, and after evaluating the program, we are asking the board to amend in addition to providing our personnel with these employment opportunities. The county also benefits through the administrative fees associated with these assignments. Ultimately, the pilot gave us the opportunity to determine whether the program could operate effectively in the prosecutor's office without impacting our day-to-day responsibilities. Based on our experience during the pilot, we believe it has accomplished that. We are now asking the board to approve the amendment so that the program can continue on a permanent basis. Thank you for your consideration. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Captain. Mr. Lyons, have any questions?
No questions.
Ms. McInerney?
Yes, I do. Is there any additional training that's provided prosecutors, officers that are going to be participating in this program in terms of traffic safety and things of that nature? Or is that something typically you do when you train already?
So that's something that typically they receive in the police academy.
Okay. The other question I have is, is there going to be any priority between who gets the job between the sheriff's department and prosecutor's office? How is the selection process going to take place?
So we're in the back. So for instance, the sheriff's department gets first call. If a job comes in, it goes through the whole list of the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department does not take the job, but then it comes to the prosecutor's office. We're in a complete back.
That answers both my questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. McInerney. Any questions from the commissioners? Commissioner Richardson?
Yes, is it seniority based in terms of how people are picked?
Yes, sir.
Can a new guy come in and get that assignment?
Yes, sir. This is seniority based. Starts from the chief on down from rank. Once it comes to the detective, it is then by seniority. Once everybody gets a shot at taking a job, it's then awarded a point system, depending how much money you make. And that's all controlled by the outside authority. The prosecutor has nothing to do with it.
So, the seniority based once it gets to the sergeant. Is that what you said?
It starts from the chief,
Right.
all the way down to the sergeant, seniority wise, ranks, and then detective wise.
So approximately how many of these jobs come about on a regular basis, monthly basis or yearly basis? And how many chiefs and how many lieutenants and captains, what are we talking about in terms of how does the regular rank and file ever get an opportunity?
So
how does it work?
This started in April 2026. To date, we have worked a total of 58 road jobs. 72 super detectives have worked those road jobs. Sometimes one person, sometimes it's two, depending on the construction site. So officers have, since April till July 2026, approximately $58,000. Administrative fees, the county's taken approximately $4,200. Vehicle fees, approximately $13,700, which is a total revenue of about $18,000. Total collected is $76,000 change.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Ms. McInerney?
Just as far as liability goes, if anything happens, is liability covered by the contract of the home the individual officer is working for, or does the county have any liability?
So I believe it's the county's liability. They are covered by, they are working for the prosecutor's office, so they're still on duty, so these are covered by county as well.
Thank you, Mr. McInerney. Commissioners, any other questions? Any none, someone move it?
Move it.
Move by Mr. Second?
Second.
Second by so call all the seconds for Mr.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Lucia,
Yes.
Commissioner Makahara,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Siebel,
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to, ordinance on second reading and public hearing for listening purposes only. Do we have any subjects?
No, Mr. President, we do not.
All right, we'll move on for, ordinance and resolution on second reading and public hearing. Do we have any?
Yes, Mr. President, we have to read three ordinances. O-2000-00006, ordinance number O-2026-007, and ordinance number O-2026-00008.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to ordinance O-2026-0006. And hereby declare public hearing on ordinance number O-2026-00006 open. If any member of the public or against this ordinance, please come to the line and say your name and affiliation. For the record, you have 2 minutes to speak.
Serious concerns about this. Last week, or last month at this hearing, our county treasurer told us that we're releasing space for $1.25 million to the job. So taking aside depreciation, interest, and all that, take somewhere between 27 and 28 years of rent, come up with $40 million. That alone should raise a lot of red flags as to whether this whole project really, and if it's really in the best interest of the taxpayers and the county to build this new building, paying rent, which seems, at least on the surface, unless there are factors that I'm unaware of, and I wish somebody could explain to me before you all vote on it as to why we're doing this when the rent is so relatively low compared to the cost of ownership. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak on this item? Mr. Bass, any questions or comments?
No questions.
Ms. McInerney?
No question.
Commissioners? Seeing none, this has been fully vetted for some time now, and we've discussed this program, so do I have someone to move it?
Move it.
Actually, I need a motion and a second to close the public hearing on ordinance O-2026-0006.
Motion.
Richardson, unmoved, but second?
Second.
Second by the same mover and second to approve the ordinance.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Roll call, Ms. Evans?
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Seabold,
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President
Yes.
Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to ordinance number O-2026-0007. Remember for the record at the time, I hereby declare public hearing on ordinance number O-2026-00007 open. And if any member of the public would like to comment for or against this ordinance, please come to the microphone, say your name and affiliation. You have
Adam Kramer, Republican nominee, Commissioner 4. With this, it's $7.5 million. And my understanding is it's just HVAC. It's not adding cooling systems itself in both arena and 2. So we're paying $7.5 million basically for heating and cooling. Now, I don't pretend to be an engineer or an architect or have expertise in this, but I've spoken to a few people and just said, ballpark, what would it cost to redo the HVAC system? And I gave the approximate size in square feet and height of the buildings, and they said, well, basically about half this. Now, could there be things that I'm not aware of? I have inspected, I don't have the qualifications, but I think for $7.5 million of bonds, maybe there should be a little more information. And now, if there's a legitimate reason that just wouldn't appear to the average citizen, that could be explained and it's justified. But I think there should be a little more inquiry before we bond for such a large amount. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is there anyone else wishing to make public comment on this ordinance? Seeing none, Mr. Guy, is there any questions or comments?
No questions.
Mr. McInerney, any
No
questions?
questions.
Commissioner, any questions or comments? Commissioner Vice President.
Through you, Mr. President, thank you. And I'm reminded of last month's conversation where we spoke at length both about this ordinance and the previous, as far as, the scale of the bond, the scale of the ask, the reason for it. But I also am aware that, not every community member who was here today will be watching online tuned in to last month's meeting. And so I'd like to invite Mr. Jackson or anyone from the administration just to the financial efficiency of it, why it's necessary for the arena, and just to enlighten the public as to the reason behind this decision. If you have a moment, thank you.
Well, we can discuss that when the item comes up.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner, any other questions or comments? Seeing do I have a motion to close public comment on ordinance 2026-00007?
Motion.
Moved by the Vice President, a second. Second by Rafael, I have the same move and second to approve the ordinance.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Ms. Evans, please call roll.
Cooper. Abstain. Commissioner Gale. Absent. Commissioner Luciana.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebel. Commissioner Siebel. Absent. Commissioner Sermons. Absent. Commissioner Vice President Marie Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Pomerantz.
Yes.
So moved.
Recognizing Commissioner Cooper's comments. Okay, we'll move on now to ordinance number 2026-00008, which you got rewritten to the record, I believe. And hereby declare the public hearing on ordinance number 2026-00008 open. Does any member of the public who would like to comment for or against the ordinance? Please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation for the record. You have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none, Mr. Dodge, any questions? No questions, sir.
No questions.
Commissioners, any? Seeing none, do we have a motion and a second to close the hearing on ordinance 0-2026-00008?
I'll move it.
Moved by Luciano. Second. Second by Mercado. Do I have the same mover and second to approve?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Ms. Evans, roll call, please.
Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Commissioner Gale. Absent. Commissioner Luciana.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Ms. Siebel.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons. Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray.
Yes. Yes.
Commissioner President Pomerantz.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's go on to resolutions 1 through 6 and adding started 96 for agricultural affairs over here. The record of the time. Mr. Lake, good evening. Good evening.
Commissioner Davis, County Parks.
Mr. Lake, if you notice, you moved up on the phone chart a little bit.
I did, thank you very much.
Mr. Richardson request.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis. Number one is a contract, before I start, we do have 4 holiday light related items coming up, so those are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I will go into each one, and obviously if the board has any questions, logistical stuff, just let me know. Number 1 is a contract award to Fred Development Corp., DBA Winterland, lowest responsive and responsive bidder, provide the Essex County Park System a holiday light tree lighting, amount not to exceed $218,250. Specifically, this is the company that comes in and the lights on trees throughout the park system. They also do the roof lines. Number 2 is a contract award given to David Fred Development to furnish and deliver holiday light accessories for the Essex County Turtleback Zoo, exercising the 24-month contract option, amount not to exceed $212,890. Specifically, this is for the various string lights, bulbs, not that this would be something that the county would purchase and not rent. Number 3, a contract award with David Fred Development Corp. to provide lighting for the Essex County Holiday Light Spectacular, exercising the 24-month contract option, not to exceed $163,000, and this actual Holiday Light program that takes in the zoo. Number 4 is a contract with David Fred Development Corp. Furnish, deliver, install, and remove the static artificial decorative tree at the Essex County South Mountain Recreation Complex, exercising the 12-month option, not to exceed $40,000. This is for the big tree that sits over at the recreation complex. This is to set up, store, furnish, deliver, install, and then eventually remove the tree. The tree must be set up by November 1st, and it has to be removed by January 13th. Number 5 is a contract change order for direct waste services for the collection and disposal, solid waste, amount not to exceed $144,330.81. Again, this is a 20% change order for that specific contract. Number 6 is the authorization to use the Essex County Recreation and Space Trust Fund to fund painting at the Essex County Environmental Center, not to exceed $65,000. And that ties into the starter number 96, which is the contract award to GPC Inc., the lowest responsive bidder for interior and exterior painting, various locations, 4-month contract not to exceed $720,700, and this will be used for that open space allocation. Happy to answer any questions, Board Member.
Thank you, Mr. Guys. Any questions on 1 through 6 and 96 and 96?
No, good question.
Ms. McInerney? Commissioners, any questions? Commissioner?
I would just like to,
Give me a moment, Commissioner.
Josh has done a wonderful job and made a great presentation.
Thank you, Commissioner Seabold. Commissioner Cooper?
Thank you. For item 96, painting, is this for buildings or does it include the fencing around the parks too?
Joshua, just County's Parks. Strictly.
Strictly for the park, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, any other questions to come? Commissioner Cooper, would you like to move it?
I'd like to move it.
From here. All right, Commissioner Seabold, would you like to second? Commissioner?
That's fine, second.
Second by Cooper. Roll call, Ms. Evans, 1 through 6 and 96.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Lucia? Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Seabold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to resolution 7 through 13 and add chapter 97, which is for the Department of Public Works will be read to the record at the time. Beginning, Mr. Sorry, Adam, do you have can you assist us with the technical issue? If not consult buildings, power. The practical question on it. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
Good evening, David Antonio, Department of Public Works. Item number 7 is an award of contract to Noble Strategy to provide the construction, inspection, and management services required to successfully construct the Essex County Transportation and Election Storage Building in the amount not to exceed $805,680. Noble Strategy submitted the highest rated proposal of the 5 received by the county. Mr. William Parrish of Noble Strategy, by the way, is a vendor, would like to take this opportunity to introduce his company to the board. Mr. Parrish.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is William S. Parrish Jr. I'm President and CEO of Noble Strategy. We're a minority construction management firm located in New Jersey. I founded the firm in 2002. We've been in Newark since 2009, working on projects construction management throughout the county, including the parking facility when it was built, Essex County Golf Course renovations, as well as other projects for Newark Housing Authority, what used to be Brick City Development Corp, downtown Marriott, and the Sonic Building, which was also Brick City Development Corp project. So we work extensively in Newark. Currently on the team as the owner's rep for the New University Hospital Medical Office Building. That's going up, actually it's in design right now.
Right. Mr. Mr. Basil, any questions for the vendor?
No question.
Mr. McInerney, any questions for the vendor?
No question.
Commissioners, any questions for the vendor, Wilson? Commissioner Rich?
Not a question, but a comment. Good to see you. We need to see more people that look like you coming to the county and get work. So if you have some others who are interested in doing work at the county, let's get them connected, because we need more black men and black companies working at the county. So it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Anybody else? Thank you, sir, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's move on to, number 9.
Number
Sorry, sorry.
8. David Antonio, the Department of Public Works. Item number 8, awards Stopco Incorporated the contract to construct Essex County Transportation and Action Storage Building in a amount not to exceed $34,857,500. Stopco Incorporated submitted the lowest of the 5 bids received by the county. The new building will have 3 stories, a building total area of 105,000 square feet, 1 passenger elevator, 1 dedicated freight elevator. The special transportation unit will have an administrative and dispatch office area, along with parking for the vehicles, and a maintenance garage. The Board of Elections will have an office space, warehouse for election equipment and supplies. Also an enclosed loading dock for up to 5 trucks. There will be warehouse storage for records from other various county departments. This new building will consolidate activities of various locations. Syed Hassan, serious evening. He would also to introduce himself, the company, and answer any questions that we have.
Thank you. Good evening. Please just state your name and affiliation and tell us about your company and the project.
Good afternoon. My name is Ed Hassan. I'm a DACO representative. I'll be the PM on the project. DACO is a big company. We've done a lot of projects for Essex County. We've done the Martin Luther Courthouse, the Winona Liquid Courthouse, the center for the Turtleback Zoo. This project, we have 150 employees, about 15% of which are Essex County residents. This is a union project. We don't have any problems working with the union. We've never had a problem working with the union on any of our other projects. And if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you. Mr. Basil, any questions for the vendor?
No question.
Ms. McInerney? Commissioner, any questions? Mr. Cooper?
My question is, for your subs, do you have any minority women-owned businesses that's any of your subs on the construction project?
I do not know off the top of my head, but as we work to get more subs, we'll definitely be we'll be looking for more minority companies.
If I can, I did receive,
Mr. Jackson, just for the record.
Robert Jackson, County Administrator. I received from Mr. Varghese today, or maybe it was yesterday, a list of the subcontractors, and 30% of the contractors would be these.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Commissioner Wilson?
So there'll be what now?
MBEs.
So how many African Americans come?
I don't have that.
I know, I asked that question and then when we were building the other building, and I'm still waiting on that.
I can find that. I just saw the list, I just saw the number.
It's the same answer they give every time we come. They don't know. Not your fault,
Thank you. And as a follow-up, Mr. Jackson, can you tell us what that numerical value represents, that 30%?
Well, 30% of the value.
The 30% of what's here, that is here. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
If I keep quiet about this, but the whole notion of leasing versus buying, there's a Mr. Muhammad, as I recall, said that the number was $1.8 million. There's a number that he referenced in terms of what we're paying now for the buildings that we have. This is, but we're also responsible for paying utilities. We're also paying for part of taxes for these buildings. The number that I recall him mentioning was $1.8. Al, as to what I am. And also too, those numbers are not gonna remain static for the next 30 years. So when you look at what if you just put a number, 5% number on rent increases, or even a 4% increase number on rents over the next 30 years, your average rent is going over that 30-year period is going to be like $2.5 to $4.7 million. And if you take the present value of that number, that's $55, $52 million versus the present value of what we're paying for what we're building this building for, which is $40 million. So on a present value basis, your choice is I'm going to pay $40 million to build this building, and after that 30-year period, I own it, or I can pay, well, the same 30-year period on a present value basis, I can pay $50 to $55 million, and at the end of that 30-year period, I still own it, and I'll still be paying the lease payment. So it's a no-brainer economic that I've just wanted to put that in there.
First of all, it also has safeguards the election machines and files, correct?
Correct. It only is a great function. We'll be able to do that more efficiently and so forth. But just the economics of keep paying rent that keeps escalating.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to number 9.
David Antonio, Department of Public Works, item awards and Baricon, the agreement to replace the rooftop and dehumidification units located at the Richard Cody Arena in amount not to exceed $7,466,043. Baricon submitted the lowest of the 3 bids received by the county. The project involves a replacement of all 22 HVAC units, including 2 dehumidifiers, which are currently servicing the complex. Mr. Baricon is here to introduce his company and perhaps answer any questions of the board member.
Thank you. Take name and affiliation, tell us about your company and the project.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for having me. My name is Shashank Gupta. I'm the managing member of Baricon. We have since 1997. We're mechanical contractors. We're a minority MBE as well. Our administrative office is in Hackett, New Jersey. Our primary shop is not far from here in Clifton. All our mechanical work is done by union labor. We're members of local 25 for sheet metal, local 274 for pipe fitting, which covers Essex County. Local 475, which is Essex County. We're also members of local 274 and local 9. Sometimes staffing is shared amongst the unions when there's a shortage. We have met with the county officials, the county mayor, who we work with on other projects to discuss the project. As you know, we were one of 3 big bidders. We were the lowest bidder in the public bidding process. As was mentioned, there's around 22 rooftop units. There are cooling units, 4 of which are humidifier units, and that look forward to working with the county staff project completion.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Baz, any questions of that?
No questions.
Ms. Wagner?
No questions.
Commissioners, any questions of that?
Just one. I know you're working with unions, but how many Essex County residents do you currently employ?
I'm sorry, that was in my notes, and I forgot to say it. 6. We have approximately 55 year-round employees, of which approximately 6 live in Essex County.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions? All right, let's move on to number 9. Thank you.
David Antonio, Department of Public Works, item number 10, awards Sparwick Contracting a 2-year contract to provide miscellaneous culvert and bridge repairs on a as-needed basis in an amount not to exceed $337,032. Sparwick Contracting submitted the lowest bids received by the county. This contract is used for the division of roads and bridges to perform repairs to minor bridges, culverts, and structures. Mr. Preston of Sparwick Contracting is also here this evening. Also to introduce his company and answer any questions of the board.
Thank you. Good evening. Please just say your name and affiliation for the record. Tell us about your company and project.
My name is Brian Patterson, President of Sparwick Contracting. Sparwick is a medium-sized bridge and highway contractor. We work in all of New Jersey mostly, but primarily in North Jersey, a lot in Essex County. We're a union contractor for 472, 825, 1556, carpenters, and iron workers, local 11. So most of our union labor comes from the area, Essex County area. Probably about 25% of our music from Essex County. My brother and I own a company. We've been running it since 1993. Looking forward to working with you.
Thank you. Bishop has any questions? Ms. McInerney? No questions. Commissioner, any questions?
I'm sorry.
Commissioner Luker?
This is actually administration. When, for the items that's on this list, did you guys determine, because you went out and did inspections, there was issues that you need to repair, or was it the age of the township, like complain? Because I've been asked that question, like how you guys determine what.
I think that's a question for Mike.
Right, for, that's it for the administration.
I can answer the
Oh,
question.
okay.
It's mostly on call, so it's when if there's a pothole or there's a spall of concrete on the sidewalk or anything like that, we get a call from the county, from the engineer, from the Department of Public Works. We go out, we look at it, we assess the damage, we come up with a solution, and then we fix it.
All right, let's move on to next one, or is it 11?
David Antonio, Department of Public Works, item number 11, awards possible engineering and contractor to perform the design, construction, inspection services needed to replace the North Livingston Avenue Bridge with Roseland in amount not to exceed $445,327. Possible engineering submitted the highest grade proposal from CBC in response to the RFP advertised by the county. Number 12 will allow the county to develop a contract in the amount to exceed $74,698. This is an NJDEP mandated as well as funded effort. The guide will identify specific infrastructure that can be used during roadway reconstruction, resurfacing, or during drainage improvements based on factors such as available right-of-way, soils, utilities, traffic, drainage, etc. Item number 13 is the exercising of a 24 extension option to the existing Barnwell House of Tires contract to provide passenger car, light-duty truck, and specialty tires not to exceed $160,000. This contract is utilized for the division of fleet management during the maintenance of the county's fleet. And number 97 awards Liberty Mechanical a 90-day contract to perform the boiler room improvements at the Essex County crime scene unit located at 530 Thomas Boulevard in Orange. In amount not to exceed $485,710. Liberty Mechanical submitted the lowest of the three bids received by the county. The room improvements will include new boiler, new water heater, steam condensate returns, hot and cold water lines, fire sprinklers, fire protection systems. Mr. Frank Sirica of Liberty Mechanical is here this evening. He will also like to introduce Liberty Mechanical and answer questions of the board.
Thank you. Good evening. Please state your name and affiliation. Tell us about your company and the public.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Frank Zarica, President of Liberty Mechanical. Liberty Mechanical has been in the Newark area in the ironbound section since 1973. I became involved in Liberty Mechanical in 1989. Over the period of time, we've serviced the three bridges. Incidents, the Jackson Street, Clay Street, Bridge Street, went on over the past 20-something years. We also have looked at this special project because it's pretty much an emergency since there's one boiler in this building and has reached its active life. So they put out a bid and we were given as the third lowest bidder. We have approximately 15 people on the average in the company's association. 5 of them lived in Essex County. Picking up on what other questions you might have about it. Minorities, we have 6 minorities out of the 15. And we've been as high as 30 and 40 employees. When COVID hit, we responded to do our 2 main contracts we have at Newark, which is University Hospital and Rutgers. Within 2 weeks, as COVID started, we were going into the facilities and keep them going. Right now, we're very active in terms of emergency call for University Hospital. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. Mr. Baz, any questions?
No questions, sir.
Ms. McInerney?
No questions.
See, you're up to look, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that'll do it. Do I any questions, Mr. Baz, on the remaining items that we covered?
No, Mr. President.
Ms. McInerney? Commissioners?
No, sir.
All right, we have a roll by Cooper, second by Rich, roll call now, Ms. Evans, 47, 213, and number 97.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sewell?
Yes.
Commissioner Sherman? Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to the Department of Economic Training and Employment. We'll be ready to the record at a later time.
Mr. President, Department of Economic Development, Training and Employment.
We have someone here, with that. You guys want to battle it out?
Good evening,
I'll yield.
Mr. President, John Cataldo, to the Division of Housing. The division is requesting approval to amend the program year 2025 community development block agreement with the Township of Milburn. The original project was intended to fund ADA renovations at Warren Town Hall. However, the project has experienced significant delays. As a result, the township has requested to amend the scope of work and redirect the funds to the Short Hills train station project for ADA improvements. The proposed improvements will include the installation of new ADA compliant ramps and sidewalks to improve accessibility along Chatham Road.
Thank you, sir. As far as the land of prayer, I need. Mr. Baz, any questions?
No questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners? Seeing none, someone move it?
Motion.
Moved by Cooper, or second?
Second.
Second by Luciano, roll call, Ms. Evans, 14.
Commissioner Cooper? Yes. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sewell?
Yes.
Commissioner Sherman? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to resolutions 15 and 16, which are from the Department of Health and Rehabilitation. They will be read to the record at a later time. Mr. Culp, you may now have a turn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Department of Health and Rehabilitation, Office of Public Health Management, Uniform Shared Service Agreement, FY 2026, Township of Nutley Hazardous Material Emergency Response Team, the amount not to exceed $157,500. This is a 24-hour response capability for hazardous emergencies throughout Essex County. Number 16, Department of Health and Rehabilitation, Division of Housing, Center, 2-year affiliation agreement with Montclair State University. This is to facilitate by nursing students clinical experience in the care of psychiatric patients at our hospital center.
Thank you. Mr. Baz, any questions on 15 and 16?
No questions, sir.
Ms. McInerney?
Questions.
Commissioners? Seeing none?
Motion.
Moved by Cooper.
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Ms. Evans, 15 and 16.
Commissioner Cooper? Yes. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sewell?
Yes.
Commissioner Sherman? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Resolution 17 is from the Register of Deed and Mortgages, and we read to the right at 11 times. Mr. Copeland?
This is the Office of Register of Deeds and Mortgages. This is the Register of Deeds and Mortgages. This is a contract to optical store, software maintenance and support for Landex systems, exercising a 24-month contract extension, September 1st, 2026 through August 31st, 2028, amount not to exceed $79,000. The last contract they expended $76,500.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any questions? No questions. Mr. McNamara? Commissioner, any questions on 17? Cooper moving. Second on, what second?
Second.
All five at the same time. Richardson on the second. Roll call. Ms. Hutchins on number 17.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Romano?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo? Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Pomeroy?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's go. 18 through 20, which are from the Department of Corrections, and we read to the right at 11 times. Good evening, Director.
Good evening, Mr. President. Ron Charles, Director of the Department of Corrections, Essex. The Department of Corrections has 3 items on the agenda for your consideration. Number 18 is for a contract award to GD Correctional Services to provide meal delivery services at the correction facility not to exceed $1.8 million. I just want to point out what the difference is between the food contract we did back in April and the contract that's before you tonight. The Office of the State Controllers recommended that we split 2 different contracts. That was meals or staff meals only. That's for 2,400 inmates, daily meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 1,100 staff members. This contract covers different things. This covers meals that will go up to the inmate workers that are additional due. This is for the culinary arts program that we have. This is for the GED ceremonies. This covers all the religious holidays, both the Jewish, the Muslim, the Christian, and the American holidays as well. Also, part of this is for the press conferences that the county executive has covered on this contract as well for some of the food related to the and stuff like that. And lastly, the last part is for when we have the accreditations in, when we have the official reserves for those types of agencies. That's the difference.
Thank you. Number 19?
Number 19 is, the building is about 24 and a half years old. So some of the equipment, as you can imagine, is starting to show its age. So the radios here, we have about 360 radios in the department itself. So what we're trying to do is replace them 50% this year and then 50% next year. So this is a contract award for 180 radios for the correctional police officers. And the last number 20 is contract extension, or actually a contract 20% increase for DCO Energy. And the reason we're asking for that is that we had two major emergency repairs. A very large sinkhole in the back of the jail that spilled into one of the housing units. We had to evacuate the housing units. We had to bring power generators for weeks to fix the sinkhole and to fix the electric. So that made a lot of the money. Also, the fire lines in the facility are, as I mentioned earlier, are 25 years old. So they're starting to go. We're starting to replace those. Some on an emergency basis. Some on. So that's why we're asking for money. Those 3 things were above the scope of work previously.
Thank you. Mr. President, any questions on 18 and 20? No. Mr. Mack?
No questions.
Commissioner, any questions? Commissioner Thomas?
Through you, Mr. President. Thank you, Director Charles. Always a pleasure to see you. Just 2 questions related to 18 and 20. I appreciated the clarification on the distinction between this resolution and what was introduced in April about food. At the time, I had shared that I had received complaints from constituents with family members inside of our correctional facilities who had complained about not necessarily just the quality of food, but in some instances, just the actual healthiness of it, et cetera. You and the vendor had shared that you will do some research to evaluate any potential cases of, is what the inmates are receiving, is it at the standard of service that we expect? So just wondering if there's any follow-up on that inquiry and the others you have to put.
Sure. So not only does my office actually have a contract compliance person who monitors making sure the contract calls for what the menu calls for is actually being out. By state law, we have to inspect the food every day, every meal, so that's reviewed. I just want to point out, we just finished last week our annual state inspection, and once again, we are 100% compliance on over 650 different items, and a large part of that is medical and kitchen items. So I would use those things as graphs and as benchmarks.
Thank you. And then lastly, as it relates to 20, thinking about the extreme, heat that we've had this summer, it has to do with global warming. People may believe otherwise, but what's clear is that things are getting one or two extremes really hot, really cold. I was able to review this resolution just a bit, and I didn't remember seeing anything specifically around ACD heat that may not be in the scope of this particular contract, but wondering where are we as the facilities and our ability to meet quality when it comes to air provision, heat provision, etc. in the case of extreme weather.
I'm going to briefly touch on that. I'm going to ask Joe, CEO, to come up, but briefly, at the jail we have a co-check facility. We make our own energy, we make our own gas, we make our own electricity. This is a non-technical version of it, right? All the housing units are air conditioned, but on top of that, we have an airflow system that we can open up. I don't want to call it the roof, but it's the top militia, which allows fresh air to come in and out. And that's controlled by ventilators and so if it's too cold, we close those things and monitor it through the heat system. If it's too warm, like it's been in the summer, we can turn the air conditioner on, we can open up outside as well. So we haven't had any issues as far as using power because we make our own power, make our own gas, and we go back to facilities. But that's why it's non-technical. It's Dave to come and explain it if you want to wish.
Please just state name and affiliation for the record.
David Delvecchio, DCCO Energy, through you, Mr. President. Essentially what we have at the jail is a CHP facility, and that is where we use natural gas to create the electricity, and then we use the byproduct to create the steam and chilled water. So we always have the ability to handle extremes because we're creating our own secondary energy, right?
That's correct.
The director did a very good job explaining, but it's really a CHP. People call it cogen, but it's really a CHP system, combined heat power. And the combined heat power actually has been in place, as Mr. McInerney can tell you, before the jail was actually built. The combined heat power facility was actually in place and functioning. So, we are partnering with the county to replace different aspects of that over the next 15 years. So that way, at the end of, the whole system will be up to date and will be new.
Thank you for that.
I hope does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. And I didn't have my environmental hat for violence and underground quite a while, but I imagine that cuts down on some energy. I imagine it's energy efficient, correct?
Right.
CHP approach.
Right.
So,
and the thing about it is because it's expensive to put in, so you need tremendous thermal use for it to be efficient. And in a facility like a jail, you have thermal use all the time because you have to clean stuff, you have to, on a 24-hour basis. So it's really the most efficient use of a fossil fuel. Because once again, you're taking natural gas, you're creating energy out of that, and then you combine that product to create steam that shows work. So you're getting secondary use out of the initial use, which is something that if we were doing data centers, not to politicize the issue, but if we were doing data centers, we'd be in better shape right now.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? All right, we're good. Thank you. Who wants to,
Mr. President, for you, and everyone there, except for our management, is part of Local 68.
any other items?
Mr. President, no.
I'll move it.
Moved by Luciano.
I think the question has been there.
All right, well, go ahead, Commissioner, do the question.
For item 19, Director Charles, excuse me, you said you're gonna replace only half this year and then half next year.
That's correct.
Does this radio system tie into that bigger radio system that you had inside the building? You knew I was gonna ask that
Yes,
question.
so this is just strictly like police radios that they carry on. What you were talking about is the system that is actually, we're actually installing that in the youth house right now because that doesn't have it. And then the other's next to upgrade ours for work. The system that we have now needs to be repaired and we need to expand that. And we're actually going to wireless that and bring it to 2026 standard. So that is online for probably November, December of this year.
You know, that's only one of my questions.
Yes, I'm ready for your visit.
So that radio system in the building, put that in the next capital request.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Commissioner Luciano, you still gonna move?
I'll move all three.
Second.
Cooper, are you on the side? All right, roll call, Ms. Gonzalez, 18, 19, 20.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Seafold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Larry Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to resolutions 1239, which are from the Office of the County Council with reference to the record related time. And please note that number 40 has been withdrawn by the administration.
Thank you, Mr. President. Jerome St. John County Council. Resolutions 21 through 39 all involve outside counsel, which have been retained by the County of Essex to assist us in litigation. Most of these matters involve where we are compelled to get a separate counsel because of conflict issues, and the issue here of coming back to is because we need more money on each of the contracts. For that.
Mr. Tanaka, any questions on these items?
These are still at the nominal rate that we spoke about.
Yes, we still maximum $20 an hour, which is we're going to stick with it for at least for this year.
I know we've had the decision of Mr. Martino. Did we have any questions on legal 121 to 39?
No.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner West.
Through you, Mr. President, thank you. Would you give some context for more money, roughly how much more in the aggregate seems necessary at this point?
How much more do we need?
Yeah.
I really won't know until we get further into the litigation. Now, this is a best estimate. Hopefully, it will come less than what we're estimating, but this is where we think the numbers are our best estimate through the end of the year, hoping that we will not need it all. It's really that simple. Some of them will probably turn out to need more than this year. And we'll be back to you in January.
Thank you. Commissioner, any questions, comments? Seeing none, someone to move 21 to 39?
I'll move it.
Moved by Luciano, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Richardson, roll call on silence.
Commissioner Cooper? Absent. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to resolution 41, which is in the office of the county administrator, to be read to the legislative time. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Hunt's a little under the weather, but he provided this explanation. Essex County's current server infrastructure has reached the end of its supported life cycle, increased equipment failure, cybersecurity vulnerabilities, service interruptions, data loss, and rising maintenance costs. The Office of Information Technology recommends purchasing extended the Dell Apex private cloud environment. This solution will consolidate critical systems, including finance, payroll, GIS, healthcare, public safety, citizen services, and data recovery, onto a secure, centrally managed platform. The investment will replace aging equipment, reduce operating complexity and maintenance costs, strengthen cybersecurity and disaster recovery, improve system reliability, and provide scalable capacity for future needs. Failure to proceed could disrupt the Central County operations and public services. And this is a 5-year contract in the amount of $3,423,660, which is almost $700,000 a year, and it's paid for from operating funds.
Thank you. Martino, do you have any questions on these items?
No questions, Mr. President.
Mr. McInerney, any questions?
I'm sure ingrained in this is a level of security, or this is for security, the NRA power.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. McInerney. Commissioners, any questions? Seeing none, so move it. Move on to Vice President. You want a second?
Second.
Second by Luciano, roll call on second, 41.
Commissioner Cooper? Absent. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo? Commissioner Sebo? Commissioner Servants? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to number 42 through 44, which are from the Department of Administration and Finance, Office of Purchasing. They'll be read to the back at a later time.
Mr. President, this is a contract award to 3 lowest responsible bidders per item on unit cost basis. It's a 24-month contract from the date of award, amount not to exceed $40,000. These are for all the items that we hand out at various events through all the departments and statutory departments throughout the county. Number 43 is another name change to provide website consultants from Essex County Office of Executive. The last name was last at Exit Associates to CAS Technology LLC. And number 44, Finance Office of Purchase Renewal of Essex County Aggregate Energy Procurement Cooperative. This is a cooperative that we belong to for energy consulting with Passaic County, Hudson County, to get the best rate possible.
Thank you. Mr. Martino, any questions?
No questions, Mr. President.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners, any questions on 42 through 44? Seeing none, so move it. Moved by Richardson, or second?
Second.
Second by Vice President. Ms. Evans, roll call on 42, 43, and 44, please.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes, please.
Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Servants? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmer?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to resolution number 45, which is the Department of Citizen Services, and we're going to the back at a later time.
Department of Citizen Service, Division of Family Assistance and Benefit, authorized extension with ProTop Security LLC to provide at 321 University Avenue from July 31st, 2026 to September 30th, amount not to exceed $160,000. We did go out to bid. We received 6 bids, and the department is reviewing the bids for award possibly in the month of September.
Thank you, Mr. Martino, any questions that he got?
No questions, Mr. President.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioner Cooper?
This is for item number 45, security, correct?
This is 45.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, I was CC'd on it too, in reference to a resident talking about the security not letting them in down there at the DFAT building, and it was before the time that the building was closed. The person in the email, you and I were on the email, alleged that security stated that the building was at capacity and that they could not let any more clients in, and that there was a long line of video and pictures. If the building's at capacity, who determines, and how do they determine that? They have a clicker, what do they do for people who are looking for services? We got an email about a month ago. Did you see that to respond back to the person?
I don't recall that email, I'll take a look, but I do know that there's a fire capacity.
Right.
And they take account of people coming in the building. I'll have to take a look at that. I don't recall the email, but I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, he said it was security, and I specifically asked whether the sheriff officer. He said, no, it was security that was barring them from coming into the building at DFAT.
Okay, I will look into that.
Any other questions? Do I have someone move it? Would you like to move it?
Motion, yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by the Vice President, roll call, Ms. Evans, on number 45.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Bill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Pomeroy?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to resolutions 46 through 49 and add chapter 98, which is on the office of the prosecutor, the record of the later time. Mr. Jackson?
Item 46 is a resolution approving participation in the state VOCOP program, Violent Victim of Crime Act program. It is we'll have an assertion next. But this is just a resolution agreeing for us to participate in the program. This provides assistance for those with families and victims of crimes, and particularly to support the prosecutor's office of victim witness advocacy. Item 47 is the budget insertion of the dollars in the amount of $804,940. I should say this is for the program year July 1, 2026, 30/2027, and it does require a match of $201,230, which we meet by salary and benefits. Item 48, similarly, is from the Office of the Prosecutor, approving participation in the Violence Against Women Act program, again, July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2027. This is to provide support and services for victims of domestic violence and other crimes against women through the Victim Witness Advocacy Program. Item 49 is the budget insertion in the amount of $113,958. It requires a match of $37,968, which again we meet by salary benefits. And it's just 40 to 49, Mr. President.
And number 98 as well.
Mr. Waltrip.
Mr. President, this is a late start from the prosecutor's office. The contract award to Truck Center to provide purchase of the GMC Terrain and Sierra model truck for the prosecutor's office. It's coming out of the Co-op Education Service Commission of New Jersey. Purchasing agreement E20J 23/24-11, $375,400.14. These funds are coming from the forfeiture trust fund.
And they need to be expended fairly soon.
Yeah, if I can, Ms. Cookie, per your request, Mr. President. It's a very late starter, but due to the availability of funds, also the availability of the vehicles, it's one of those moments where we have to act and we're able to get a good price on the vehicles as well as having funding availability. So that's why we were pressed to get this on the agenda for today.
Understood. Grant good, so it costs us nothing, so, you know, no brainer to us, we appreciate it. That's a good call. We appreciate that. All right, Mr. Martino, any questions on these items?
No question, Mr. President.
Ms. McInerney?
No question.
Commissioners, any questions on these items? Vice President?
A question on 47 and 49, particularly around 47, maybe related to 49 too. Under the current federal administration, a lot of organizations and agencies that do work for folks affected by crime, violence, etc., have experienced some cuts. So I'm wondering if this is a recurring grant in that we've seen this before, or is this the first time grant? I know that the state is the administrator of it, but the actual funding source is from the feds. And so I'm wondering if it's the first time receiving this, or if it's been done before. And then secondly, as it relates to victims of crime, different from VOCA initiatives at the prosecutor's office, have we experienced some of those cuts that other local agencies and then, different organizations here in the city of Newark and anti-violence organizations experience a lot of cuts from some of these different areas, wondering if we've been hit the same or in a different capacity?
This is an ongoing program. We've received this for a number of years. And I have, at least the prosecutor's office has not made us aware of cuts. So, cross our fingers and
Thank you. Would you like to move them?
Certainly.
Moved by Vice President, a second?
I have a question for you.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Andy?
Mr. Jackson, for item 98, do you guys auction off old equipment? If so, how does the public find out? Is it on the website that they register and we'll get a notification?
Defer to Mr. Coulter.
Through you, Mr. President, we use a municipal bid corporation, and we, number one, put it out every Tuesday when we're auctioning. Right now we're auctioning copy machines. Price for a copy machine, we put that minimum bid is $50. We've got no bidders on that. We've also, when we know some of the blue buses that we some of the older ones, we auction them off. We auction all of our more than or over $5,000 value, we auction off. So
can you share the website you said that you signed, you do it through some kind of service?
Yeah.
Can you send us that service and then I can share it to
Not
the
at
person
all.
who asked? Thank you.
Would you like seconds?
Yes, motion.
Okay, Ms. Dunn, roll call on number 46 to 49 and number 98.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebel?
Yes.
Commissioner Stearns, absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Conrad?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to 50 and 51, which is the Department of Health and Rehabilitation, Division of Community Health Services. That's the record at the time.
Item 50, like the others, is a required acceptance of the grant to receive funding. It's acceptance letter of intent for the program year July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2027. Item 51 is the budget insertion in the amount of $280,274. And this program provides comprehensive coordination of services to families who have special needs from birth to 21 years old. And it requires an in-kind match of $113,830, which again we need by fringe costs and professional service agreements.
Thank you. Commissioner, has any questions? Mr. McInerney? No question. Commissioners, any questions on 50 and 51?
Motion.
Moved by Cooper, second by Luciano. Roll call on the
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebel?
Yes.
Commissioner Stearns, absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Yes.
So moved.
Moving on to resolutions 52 and 53 from the Department of Corrections, the Division of Police Academy, be ready for the record at the time.
Item 52 is another participation resolution to receive the funding, again for the same, for the period of July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2026. And the budget insertion in the amount of $22,828. This is for our Department of Corrections for the Police Academy, and it's funding to provide for capital and non-capital equipment and services to be used as part of the training of our enforcement officers, and there's no county.
Thank you. Mr. Bowers, any questions? Mr. McInerney? No questions. Any questions on 52 and 53? No motion. Moved by Cooper. Do I have a second? Second by Richardson.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano? Absent. Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson? Yes. Commissioner Seabold? Commissioner Seabold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons? Absent. Commissioner Vice President Marie Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Petty Palmer?
Yes. Let's move the resolutions 54 through 63, which are 2026 capital budget, insertion of revenue, no various.
Mr. President, item 54, the amount of $3,166,176 for the program year July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2028. It's for the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act for adults and dislocated workers. Live job training, vocational skills, and core skill training, and there's no county match. Item 55, from the New Jersey Department of Labor, is for the Innovation Opportunity Act. This is our youth allotment on the amount of $1,453,067. Again, providing workforce development services, job county match. Item 56, also from the Department of Labor and Workforce Development, data reporting and allocation. This is a grant that we received $12,971 that helps us with the cost of the system that monitors the activity and performance data for the division. Again, no county match. Item 57, from the New Jersey Department of Treasury. This is state aid reimbursement for our Division of Senior Services in the amount of $58,000. If we had expenses over $106,000, the state provides up to half of that, up to the maximum of $50,000, and there's no county match. Item 58 is opioid settlement, additional money for that fund, the amount of $28,805.32. This is our new total for this program. This fund, I should say, is $3,180,520.62, and there is no county match. Item 59 from the New Jersey Department of Health, local public health infrastructure. This is to our Office of Public Health Management in the amount of $119,300 from July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2027. Help to support local public health initiatives and strengthen our ability to respond to public health services. No county match. Item 60, budget insertion to the Board of Elections in the amount of $25,329.12. And this is to offset our expenses related to the 2025 general election. Item 61, for the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs. This is a grant that we received in the amount of $2,250,000 for urban park improvements, and there's no county match. Item 62, for our board elections in the amount of $982,749.42. This is for the 2026 reimbursement for our expenses for the 2026 special general election. Item 63, from the New Jersey Department of State in the amount of $800,191.40 $2.57. And this is reimbursement for expenses related to the 26 special primary election. And the county match for any of these election reimbursements. And I believe that's it, right?
Yeah, it's good. Mr. Bass, any questions on these items? Ms. McInerney, Commissioner, any questions on these, Commissioner Cooper?
Thank you, Mr. President. For item number 58, Mr. Jackson, are we going to spend those funds, or are we going to disseminate them to, like, the towns like we do sometimes?
We are, there's a task force that was formed, and they have made a recommendation, they're working on finalizing, I should say, a recommendation on how we should spend the money. We want to be super prudent about how we do that. There's been some not pleasant press about some other uses of those funds, so we want to make sure that we have put together a plan, that we have our committee, and everybody's on board that we're spending it in the right way. So I suspect that this year we'll start to get this more serious spending of the money. But right now, it's just, let's make sure we do this right.
Thank you for those comments. That's exactly where I was going to go. I do have an ask. I don't know if it's in your plan. Recently, we had an incident that we started with some kids who brought their parents to the summer camp. And kids thought they were all like gummy bear candy. So whatever we do, I'm asking if we can include in that plan some kind of outreach, community public awareness, teaching the kids that, and the parents too, I guess, in this case, that because you see the thing that candy is not really candy, and baby, we gotta teach these parents how to better safeguard, protect, and put those things away. Because that incident could have been really, really tragic, because those kids were very small that ingested the items that was purely just thought candy that they brought in with the other kids. Yes. So we can include something like that in the plan. That would be greatly appreciated.
We'll get that recommendation too.
Thank you.
Would you like to move 64? These items?
Yes.
Just so that I can clarify. It is 54 to 63. Moved by Cooper, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by the Vice President, roll call, Ms. Evans.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner absent, Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebo?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons absent, Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President?
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to resolution 64 through 95, which are the Memorial Commendation Proclamation Resolution for the record at the time. However, I would like to ask Mr. Martino to address number 65.
Thank you, Mr. President. This resolution is something that I asked President Morales to put on the agenda. Most of you don't know me personally, but 16 years ago I lost my daughter to sepsis, and there's a pending visibility in hospitals, some checks and balances in hospitals that I think would have helped me and avoid my tragedy 16 years ago. I recently became involved in the Sepsis Alliance, which is a nonprofit that is national, and they actually proposed this new law that's actually in effect in New York. New York has already passed it, and it's got some hurdles. I've testified twice down there. I've asked President Tavares to put this on. I know him personally, obviously, in my situation. He's doing it, so I would appreciate it that you all recognize it and pass this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martino. Yes, this is very close to me as well. I've come to know you and others throughout the year who suffer from tragedies like this, and it's any parents personally. And it is an honor for us to be able to carry that little bit of life forward, and do what we can to support you. And it's a very important matter for greater awareness. And that's all I can probably say at this point. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do I have someone to move, 60?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to be added to that. When we do the acclamation.
You can do my acclamation.
I missed what Mel
Yes.
was talking about.
My apologies, I thought he was on my acclamation, but yes.
No, it isn't.
President, may I say something?
Commissioner Seabold, please.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to move all the resolutions, but I'm very, very honored and happy to support the resolution that Martino has put forth. It was terrible, actually, and I'm very pleased to add my vote to that.
Thank you, Commissioner. So we're bringing the 65 for the record will be my acclamation.
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner, someone second.
Thank you.
She moved them all.
Yes, I moved all of
Yeah, we're going to allow second by Richardson, roll call, sentence, and this is going to.
I'm saying all.
Well, she said 65.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Seabold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermon, absent. Commissioner Vice President Mary Thomas, absent. Commissioner President Pomeranz.
Yes.
So moved.
Mr. President,
Commissioner Cooper?
can you add me as a yes vote for items 42 to 43 and 44? But I asked you guys to move on. I was sitting down so I could figure out the resolutions that you guys were on. And for the ordinance that we were doing when I walked in, for the storage, right? Yes, if it's for the storage, I'm okay with the storage. It absolutely makes financial sense for us to buy and build versus lease what we're doing.
Ordinance number 2. So let the record reflect that she is voting affirmative for ordinance number 2. Are there any objections for the board? The commissioner was walking into the room literally to take the vote, and the wise thing, of course, is to stay in the middle of the proceeding.
Do I need to do a motion for this area? If there are no
objections, so let the record reflect. Thank you, Commissioner. All right, let's move forward. Do we have any report of board committees? Seeing none, any legislative reports or written communications? Seeing none, unfinished business? Seeing none, new business? Seeing none, public comment? Okay. Mr. Knacker, right?
I just wanted to, before we end the meeting, just to acknowledge the passing of Joe for
We're going to do that during commissioner comment session, but
Okay.
We'll do that.
please.
So let's move on to public comment. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment on any item, please come to the microphone, say your name and affiliation. For the record, we have 3 minutes.
Adam Kramer, Republican nominee, County Commission District 4. I recently was in the Martin Luther King Courthouse, just a few steps away from here, and looking at the statues in the front. All the people who have monuments to them clearly deserve it. Justice Thurgood Marshall, Justice Sotomayor, Justice Ginsburg, but we seem to be missing someone. Now, Justice Sotomayor certainly belongs there, even though she really doesn't have any attachment to the other than having gone to Princeton, and has really no attachment to Essex County. But we're missing Samuel Alito. And this is a person who literally lived many years in Caldwell, grew up in New Jersey, parents were immigrants from Italy, grew up poor in New Jersey, was the U.S. Attorney of the state of New Jersey, and a judge here in Newark was his office. And I think we're omitting someone who's a significant person of Essex County. Now, I know a lot of people may not agree with the rulings, but I think based on his achievements and his service to the federal judiciary and as U.S. Attorney to the state, working here in Newark and residing in Caldwell for many years, I think this county is really owes a monument to him in the same way it does to Justice so do my work. A couple other observations. I really am convinced that all of the commissioners are good people and here for the right reasons, but I noticed a couple of things. I noticed that attendance could be better. I noticed that people come in, leave out early, miss some votes. I mean, I like you, but the people are paying you $47,000 plus a year. Be at every meeting and stay at a whole meeting, please. And also, COVID's long since over. Maybe we ought to reconsider the phone-in vote. It made sense during COVID, but I think part of the legislative process is all the legislatures, your county legislatures, meet in one room and hash out, discuss, and explain the rules, ordinances, and budgets for the public. So I'd like this commission to step up in that regard, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Is there any wish to speak at this time? Okay, Ms. Evans, let the record reflect that there's no one wishing to speak at this time, so we're going to move on to commissioner comment session. Who would like to go first? Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to ask of the administration, please. Can you give us the legal cases update summary memo that you guys give us on an annual basis of the high value cases, not all the long list of cases that we have, just the particular big ones that we should have on our radar. And if you can you give us at the next meeting a status of the update of all of the things prison? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we did that wonderful report from Ambrose who came with that, and then we did an addendum the next year or two later. Can you give us a status on where we are with respect to those things? And then the last thing I want to ask is about the disparity study. We had a wonderful disparity study that talked about a plethora of different things that we could do to ensure that we get more diversity among some of the vendors that we give contracts to throughout the year. I know, I recall the administration talking about some strategies and policies that you guys are going to put in place to help be more effective. Can you just give us an update where we are with that? I saw a contract recently, 2-3 meetings ago, to a new vendor. Are we making any headway with that? It was good to see a diverse vendor here tonight. I would love, especially after December, I will be a county resident and not an elected official. And it will really, really do my heart well to see more a diverse group of vendors as we award contracts. I know Mr. Coultry does an excellent job with putting out his RFPs and RFQs, but I think we have to do something a little bit more to get the information out to the small vendors who oftentimes don't understand how to do the technical things and the way that we advertise. Now, since we don't do it in the local newspaper anymore, how do we play that connection game so that more people can start to apply and become a part of the process? Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Who else would like to take us? Commissioner Luciano?
Thank you. Just thanks. First, for Robert Jackson, are we as a county watching the major lawsuit against the state of New Jersey and Ocean County about exactly that? What's going on? Because I don't know if you guys know, there's a big federal lawsuit right now in place where they're saying the government may be, breaking the Constitution based on requiring vendors to use union members, minority-owned, race, religion, whatever you want to call it, gender. So I don't know if you guys are actually paying attention to that. There's a monster federal lawsuit going on right now. We hope that things don't change, but I don't know how that case could actually change how we govern and what we do here. Number two, to what our budget consultant Frank McInerney mentioned, I have been really lucky for the last 20 years to call Joe Falcone a friend, a supporter, and just an all-around gentleman. I know we received news that he passed over the weekend. He currently is our county auditor, and I know you, Carlos, as president, also you, Frank McInerney, probably more than anyone in this room, have known Joe longer than anybody. Our heart goes out to his family. He will be definitely missed. I don't think he could ever be replaced. I will be attending his wake tomorrow. I know the board is sending an in memoriam plaque. But to his family, I just wanted to put on record, you know, we here at Essex County, we really lost a family member. Who I just, you know, I hope, you know, everything that he did for our county continues. You know, I hope that Sam Klein and, you know, his replacement, whoever's in for him, I mean, he's been here to our mic many times. I don't know who could step into those shoes, but I can tell you that it was a real impact on me when I heard word. So, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner. You know, agree. It's actually the second vendor we've lost in less than a year's time. And you know, we come together to work primarily, and sometimes you wind up, you know, having working relationships with people, and sometimes you know you get to know them a little bit better than others, and certainly you know some of you represented exactly that. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, we try to do the work of the people as efficiently and professional as possible. But it's not always just business. You get to know people, you get to respect and admire people, and many of them become your mentors, and they represent real change. You know, their departure, in whatever way, retirement or something like this, their departure, you know, really marks a time in your life. And so, you know, to your sentiments, Commissioner, you know, certainly as a whole, we send our heartfelt condolences to Colin, who has served the county of Essex at a very high level of professionalism for long before I was involved in government. And I didn't know him nearly as well, but certainly you often and he was well respected amongst the good work that he did for decades.
May I ask them?
Commissioner, please.
Thank you very much. I've known forever. He and I went to college, the same college, at the same time. I've just known him as a good friend forever. And as I found out about his death, I contacted Captain Brown, speaking that we could have a resolution, and of course it should be unanimous. And I just can't believe that Joe Pacone died. He was such a good friend.
Thank you, Commissioner. Anybody else? Mr. McInerney, I want to say what Mr. Pacone, since you read what about make sure you had enough.
I think Commissioner Luciano was able to kind of put it all together, but I started here back in 1988. He was the first person I really met, and always invited me at the time to participate in his firm's continuing professional education. He always was really good. We became somewhat competitors later in our main businesses, but he always conducted himself tremendous grace, and that's not just saying that. The guy truly was a gentleman.
Thank you. So on that note, you know, let's remember those who moved on, and while they may not be here, their legacy may, and hopefully they will inspire us to work what they did when they walked on this. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion. By Cooper, a second?
Second.
Luciano, all in favor? Aye.